Hi everyone, welcome back to the CH Wine Tasting Room. I'm Chris LaFleur here with Katie Long. Katie, what are we drinking today?
Oh my goodness, Chris, we have got a fun one. I say that every time, but I love wine.
It's because they're all fun.
So today we have lot 941. This is our Sonoma County Zinfandel.
Beautiful. Love me some good Zinfandel.
Are you Zinfatuated?
Oh, I am now. Oh my gosh.
I beat you to it.
That's good. It was there. It was on the table, literally. One of the things I love about Zinfandel is that it's such a cornucopia of flavor, and that's because of Millerandage. Katie, I'm sure you're familiar.
Yes. So Millerandage, hen and chick.
Hen and chicks, yes.
So what we're talking about is the propensity for the grape clusters to grow and develop unevenly. And while this could be a bit of a challenge, Zinfandel is so primed for this. So what we get when certain grapes ripen on the same cluster with a different ripening capacity is some that are underripe, some that are slightly more raisiny or just a little bit more developed. What that means is it's almost like we get this blend of ripeness in a single bottle, in a single grape. It just adds to the complexity.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people deal with it in different ways. Some people will choose to ripen a bit longer to let those chicks become hens, and then the other hens become dried up grapes. And then some people choose to just put it all together and you get this wild selection of flavor. Like you'll have like some underripe cranberry, at the same time you have some big juicy blackberries. And I kind of love that. I love when like I don't know where the flavor starts and ends as I'm tasting it. So
and it also helps preserve the acidity with that grape, ripe fruit flavor.
Yes, you want to make sure that it still feels crunchy and lively at the same time as it feels big and luscious.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, my pleasure. So let's see where this one goes today.
All right, so this beautiful kind of a ruby, slightly garneting color, not in a bad way in any case. It is almost polished and just bright in the glass. It's really pretty.
Yeah, and I started smelling it right away and I got super excited. So I think I'm gonna jump right there because I got like, right away, I'm getting some nice crunchy cranberries. I'm starting to feel like some big juicy plums too. There's a lot of stuff here and it kind of runs the gamut from being like slightly underripe to being like fully ripe and a little jammy and rich. So there's everything here and I think it's gonna be a delight on the palate. What do you notice that I didn't pick up?
So I'm definitely pulling up some strawberries. There's a hint of minerality in this wine that I'm wondering if it's thanks in part to kind of the cool soils that we're getting out of Sonoma County. There's such a diversity here in this particular region. Old Vine Zin is known for coming from Sonoma, and there's good reason for it. There's just complexity in the nose, freshness, but also that ripe, fun berry flavor.
Absolutely. And when you get some good old vines, it naturally restricts how many grapes you're gonna have. So more energy is concentrated into fewer grapes, which means the bottle ends up being really concentrated and rich, no matter what kind of flavor we're dealing with, ripe or underripe or what have you. I mean, I can't stop. We gotta taste
let's go. Give it a taste.
Do it. That's great. Oh man, that's a little punchy, like fruit punchy in a way.
Gosh, this juicy fruit, that raspberry, that strawberry, oh my gosh, it is just jumping out of the glass. What are you getting?
I'm getting the palate is super racy. There's great tight acidity here. There's adding a lot of tension to a combo of beautiful fruit bouquet, like it's a fruit punch. And alongside that, everything is very lifted. It's 14.8% alcohol, which I think you notice is very forward.
So to me, that alcohol, it's balanced for sure, but it's helping to lift those aromatics and really just make that fruit come forward. So it's a whole lot of fun as it just kind of wafts in your mouth.
And I want to say normally I would say 14.8 is pretty high, but I feel it feels very integrated on this wine and it's not leaping out past anything else to really knock me over the head with it. So I love that. Crunchy fruit, ripe fruit, really rich plums here.
That great balance of acid, that underripe grape quality, but then that really ripe grape quality that is so indicative of the Zinfandel grape variety.
Absolutely.
Medium to full-bodied, somewhere in between there, balances the alcohol. And then that oak provides, I think, a little bit of vanilla, that spice, and this just really smooth, glossy finish.
Yeah, it fits really well with the fruit. I think it's got a couple more years to go. What about you?
I agree. So we're talking about a 2019, so it's got a couple of years already, drinking beautifully right now, but this has, I'd say, maybe 5 more years of optimal drinking window. And maybe with that alcohol at that level, I'd be a little bit concerned that some of that fruit will fall off in time, so don't want that to become out of balance. But this is by no means falling off anytime soon.
Yeah. This is gonna go for a little while. So where does this fit in your cellar? Well, I think that I think this could go with something a little richer in terms of the meat. I think it's pretty versatile, but I'd want to see this with like a pulled pork.
Awesome. I was thinking maybe carnitas.
Yes, carnitas. Okay.
So like some slightly fatty meats that are just gonna have maybe a bit of that spice. I think we were talking could be something kind of grilled or roasted, porchetta.
I also think this is versatile enough that you can throw this in with like Thanksgiving.
I agree. Yeah, that cranberry, that ripe red fruit quality, I think is going to lend itself to the Thanksgiving table really, really nicely.
I'm imagining it with the turkey, helping your mouth water to go alongside. Maybe
you didn't have to help me. It's happening.
I mean, I'm imagining like maybe Aunt Muriel like overcooked the turkey a little bit. So if that's the case, this is going to help a lot with that. And just think of this with the stuffing and the cranberry sauce. It's killer. Alrighty, well, let's crush this bottle between us.
We won't stop you from enjoying some now, but you won't mind if we step away and continue to enjoy ours.
Yeah, we're gonna be busy for the afternoon. So we will see you at the next glass.
Cheers.